first opinion is long. It's that, I've already ranted about this in a whole video on the topic, but I hate when K-pop stans say, where did the budget go? When they look at less outstanding and less over-the-top MVs. They call the MV cheap and things, just because the MV is more simple and less extra looking with all the expensive props and edits and effects and extremeness. The budget didn't leave, but the MV made was just a cleanly shot plain simple MV. I hate that people say where did the budget go? People are so highly critical with MVs, that they call simple MVs cheap. This is one of the reasons why most smaller company groups will never get noticed. People always want high-quality MVs all the time, that smaller groups who cannot provide expensive things, get left in the shadows, which I think is because of K-pop stans' need for expensive things, because they can't just appreciate something, and always have to criticize every single thing. Y'all need to stop with the, where did the budget go, bullshit, because it sucks, how K-pop is all about the music, but y'all come at the MV like it's called KMV, Korean music videos. No, it's not, it's called K-pop, Korean pop, which means the music aspect of it. Stop trying to call MVs cheap, just because you think it's cheap. If you take all the edits, effects, props etc. away from the MVs that y'all think are expensive, then you'll get the same type of MVs that you call cheap. The MV only looks expensive, because the company used expensive props, edits effects and things in the MV. And using less things in an MV doesn't make it cheap. It doesn't. How can a plain-looking MV be cheap? It's dumb to me, because basically what you're saying is that, if an MV has over-the-top editing, props, effects etc., it's expensive, but if it doesn't and is just a plain simple minimalistic MV, then it's cheap. Wow, K-pop stans are messed up. The next opinion is that, it's so annoying, as they were my underrated alts, before what looks to be a silent disbandment, that if you ask someone if they know who Girl-Kind are, most people will answer by only knowing them because of that one line in their debut song. Yes, I know that Girl-Kind are underrated and Nugu, but they are slowly getting there. But why do most people know them because of that song, and even so, that song isn't even that bad. Y'all literally know them from a 2-second line, but don't really talk about the rest of the song that's pretty good and high quality for a smaller company group debut. Y'all only talk about the, all my bad unnies, all my hood unnies mostly, but don't see the amazing choreography, the catchy song, the high quality MV that looks like it came from a big company etc. Y'all don't look at things like these, and only know them for that one part. Why do y'all not check out the song? It's good. Girl-Kind are good. Don't let that one line be the only reason you know them, because for me their music is good. For you it might not be good, but check them out, instead of only knowing them for that one line. The next opinion is that, just because K-pop is the most popular genre of Korean music, it doesn't give you the right to generalize and label everything as K-pop. Not every Korean artist is K-pop. I've seen K-tubers write K-pop in their titles knowing full well that they shouldn't, when they're adding songs and artists not under K-pop, along with K-pop. And also BuzzFeed with Marshall's, spelt MRSHLL's, video title from his video 4 years ago, calling him K-pop when he's not even a K-pop artist, but another genre Korean artist, was a bad mistake. Imagine if I called Blackpink AK indie group, or AK ballad group, or AK R&B group, or AK trot group etc. So many of y'all will come to correct me, because they're K-pop and I'm getting my information wrong. Same goes for y'all. Y'all cannot title videos as K-pop, and then add songs in that video like Twice as the Feels, English release. Red Velvet's Wild Side, Japanese release. Or artists like Haza, who doesn't fall under K-pop. Y'all need to learn to title your videos correctly. Y'all may be thinking it's fine, but y'all are just generalizing everyone as K-pop, like how people generalize things without doing research. Please stop naming your videos K-pop, and do better. The next opinion is that, not an opinion, but this needs to happen. I need K-pop album places to have Nugu group albums, especially groups from smaller companies. Like I wanna buy Black Level's debut album or any Nugu group album that I love, but I cannot find a shop that sells it. Why aren't Nugu albums available anywhere, and by anywhere, I mean reliable places that deliver to Pakistan? I wanna buy one. Like literally it's so annoying. For my birthday in January my sister was buying me an album, and when I picked an SIS or a Busters or a We Girls album, she was like, you picked the most underrated ones, and I ended up buying Park Bomb's 2019 album with Spring, and the collab with Weein and other songs. I just want my Nugu albums, because I wanna have a Nugu collection as well. I'm a hardcore Nugu stan, so that's why I'm really eager to buy a Nugu group's album, and don't really care much for buying a bigger company group, which I can get at any time I want, because they're always available anywhere. The next opinion is that, I feel like that most popular groups don't even have true fans, since there could be a lot of K-pop stans who stan the group just for a trend, same for underrated groups, when people say they stan Nugus to feel cool or quirky. I'm pretty sure for some Nugus and most popular groups, people only stand for trends. Like take Blackpink and BTS, they became worldwide popular and got a lot of fans, like a lot. But if Blackpink BTS were to lose popularity, and became unknown, you'll see people leaving, because they only listen to them, since BTS and Blackpink are relevant. For Nugu groups, some people only listen to them to feel special, to get some reward or something, to feel like they care when they don't, to feel cool or quirky, and as a genuine Nugu supporter, I find this to be dumb, because they only pretend to like Nugus, but in reality the Nugu standing comes from the fact that these people want to feel different, and feel like they're not your typical K-pop stan. So for both popular and Nugu K-pop groups, I genuinely feel like genuine fans of the group exists, but standing the group like a trend also exists, which isn't what true K-pop standing is. The last opinion is that, I have no faith in scandals being actually true. If a scandal happens, I'm neutral till Cheryl, Everglow Up debunks them, because she researches so well, and helps me understand the scandal properly, and in a new light. And seeing how many scandals have been fake, I know that the idol is more innocent than guilty, and the bullying scandal was made up. I become more supportive towards the idol, and less neutral once I know that the idol could be potentially innocent, and more innocent than guilty, even if it's not officially revealed yet, but the signs are clear that the idol is innocent. I hate trusting a single bullying scandal, because 1, they're fake, and 2, they make it really hard for actual victims to speak out. Trusting a bullying scandal, and supporting a victim isn't something I'd do unless I see all the signs. I will always support the idol, once I have my information correct, more than the alleged victim until the end, because a real scandal is yet to come, where its sole purpose is to shed light on the idol being a bully, rather than destroying their career for no reason.